Want to have your voice heard by us? You can go ahead and send your questions to guaranteedadventures@gmail.com. Want to know our thoughts on Maplewood, on Rattlestead? Send us them over to guaranteedadventures@gmail.com, and we'll answer them in one of the future after shows.
Welcome to Guaranteed Adventures. Our stories might change, but the adventure is guaranteed. I'm the game master for this adventure, and here we have
Nathan playing Bertram Honksleaf.
Seth playing Otis Sagraine.
I'm the other Seth playing Quill Greybell.
I'm Kyle playing Jean Auton.
You guys searched the camp and found some things that helped you determine kind of what was going on with the bandit coalition, the true tenders. You then very persuasively had someone show you how the teleportation pad worked, and you shot off to the Mockton Caverns to stop Frostrock and his new crew from doing whatever the cleanup task was. You arrived in the cavern encampment to see Frostrock, this big gray wolf, and three other figures you couldn't quite make out standing just outside of the encampment. As soon as you arrived, Frostrock taunted you as he threw down a torch and lit the whole encampment ablaze. Let's roll some initiative. Otis.
22.
Quill.
19.
Bertram.
11.
Kyle.
6.
All right, so the way this encounter is going to work, it's going to be a little bit different. Every time you take either the move action or a dash action or something that allows you to move, whether that's a jump or something like that, there will be an environmental roll that you will have to pass or overcome in order to succeed in moving that far. Let me set the scene for you a little bit, since we didn't get a chance quite to do that last episode. This encampment, as you kind of look around, you are in the middle of a cavern. If you look behind you, quite a ways off, you can see the dome entrance to the cavern. In front of you, past where everybody else is, it's just pitch black. So this cavern is fairly high, but not, like, there's still wooden buildings and things carved into the walls, but you can't just, like, reach up and touch the top of the cavern. It's like a good 45 feet in the air. Otis, what are you going to do?
Jean, do you still have those manacles?
Yes. Oh, wait. Oui, I do.
Can I have them?
Okay. I will toss him the manacles.
Nice.
And then I'm going to cast Jump on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the bracelet on my wrist and take it off.
Okay.
And read the inscription inside that says, "You're going to go far, kid."
Yes.
And I'm reminded of my mother who gave this to me. And when I take the bracelet off, does the jump spell stay on me?
No. Because it is, like, basically when you're wearing it, you can cast it. You have to have it on.
I guess, sorry, before I jump, I'll look at everybody else and be like, you guys, you good here?
We'll make it.
There's not much I can do to help you all anyway, I don't think.
This is a typical day in the life of a booster.
All right. I jump 90 feet towards the enemies.
Nice. All right. So first, roll a d4. 1. Nice. All right. So you jump, and about 45 feet into your jump, you see ahead of you this building. The foundation is on fire and is starting to collapse down. So I need you to make a dexterity save.
Woo! 26.
26. Nice. So you avoid getting trampled or getting covered by that falling building, but you do take 2 bludgeoning damage as it kind of hits you off course a little bit. You know, a piece of rubble hits you, but you have jumped 90 feet.
That's it for me.
All right. Awesome. At initiative 20, then, you see some movement. You all see some movement with Frostrock in them, and the squirrel, the black squirrel that is by them, takes off deeper into the caverns. And next, we have Quill.
I don't know.
What's
Yeah,
your
they
thrown
do.
speed?
What's your thrown speed?
Can you just spin it like a ball, then just like...
I can actually, you know what?
What?
You can!
I can curl up.
Yeah, that's right. You could be Sonic.
That gives you, like, extra armor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Super Quill.
Okay, so Quill will look at Jean, look at Bertram, and say, "I might need your help here." So I am going to curl up, which is an action that I have.
Okay.
It essentially allows me to do nothing but curl up. So I can't move, I can't attack, I can't cast spells. So first, what I'll do is maybe I'll run 30 feet. Or wait, no, that's an action.
That's movement.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll move 30 feet
Okay.
and then I'll curl up.
All right. So roll a d4.
Okay. 2.
2. Nice. All right. So you're running, and this flame just like jets out of a doorway from a building next to you. So make a dex save.
6.
6. Okay, that is a fail. You take 8 flame or fire damage. Bertram, you're up next.
All right. Bertram's going to look over at Jean and be like, "You got this, or want me to get him?
I have this.
You have this? All
Just
right.
like when we were kids.
Then see you on the other side." And I'll just start making a dash for it.
Awesome.
So I'm going to run and then dash.
Perfect. Roll me 2 environmental effects.
4, 2.
4 and 2. So the first time you move and run, there's just this very thick and heavy smoke that's kind of blown in right around where you are. And so I need you to make a Constitution save.
Woo. Those I'm actually good at.
Hey, there you go.
That still is a 12.
Okay, that's 1 fail for that.
And then the 2.
And then the 2. Yes, that's the flame spurt. So another, you got out of the flame out of the smoke just in time to see a gout of fire coming at your face.
Huh. That is a 12.
That is another fail.
We are not doing so hot here, gentlemen.
You take 3 fire damage. All right, Jean.
I'm going to jog towards Quill,
Okay.
and I'm going to pick him up,
Okay.
and I'm just going to bowling ball him down the lane.
Yes. All right.
I'm ready.
So we'll say that's an action. So first roll your d4 for your movement.
4.
4. As you're walking over through to him, make a con save.
14.
14 fails still.
What the heck?
So it was so close. So close.
Sure it was.
But yes, you were able to pick him up and throw him. So make a athletics check. What is it?
Natural 20.
Yes.
So it's 27.
Yes. Okay. What's your strength?
Plus 4.
Plus
or
4.
18.
18. Okay. Yeah, we'll say you're able to, with that natural 20, you're able to throw him 40 feet with him not having to take any damage or environmental things. So
Clutch.
reward that natural 20 there with that. Awesome. We're back up to the top with Otis.
I'm going to jump.
Okay. Sweet.
So that's just my movement without any actions.
Correct.
Okay. So
Yep.
I'll jump that.
All right. D4.
1.
1. As you're jumping forward, the collapsing building in front of you just starts to crumble and go away. So I need you to make a dexterity save.
Natural 20 for a 27.
Nice.
Wow. Nice. So you deftly dodge out of the way. We'll just say you don't even, it won't do any damage to you for the natural 20. You just absolutely evade everything there. And then
I will use my action to dash.
sweet. For a D4.
4.
4. You round the corner around this building, and you enter into the area of heavy smoke that's around there. So make a con save.
5.
5. That is a fail. All right. So now at initiative 20, the Frostrock and his party are going to do something. Otis, since you're the closest, you see them. The Mopok raccoon has taken the thing off of his back and is starting to kind of mess with it. But you also saw them mess with it before when you met them right outside of Marshview. And it looks like he's doing more things to it than there. All right, Quill.
So am I? Is this a flat cave, or is there are we going up? Are we going down?
It's mostly flat. Yeah, there's a little bit of up and down, but
So do I just Do I roll naturally as a hedgehog ball?
You know what? Because it was a natural 20, sure. You roll an extra 15 feet.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to uncurl because at this point, it's just not going to do me any good. So I'm going to use my movement, and then I will use my action to dash.
Okay. Roll 2d4s.
So that's a 1.
Okay.
A 1.
A 1 and then a 1. Wow. Okay. You start running for it, and you hear some cracking from a support beam from a bridge, actually, that's spanning two like watchtowers.
Okay.
And it collapses down, and I need you to make a dex save as it's coming down on top of you.
Natural 20.
Oh, you guys and your natural 20s, you're wasting them here, but that's really cool.
This is not a waste.
Not at all.
For that
Not if
one,
we're taking
yeah.
damage on successes.
Yeah. What I will say, I'll change it a little bit. If you do roll a natural 20, no damage, like, won't do a damage roll.
Cool.
It's a little more reward for a natural 20 there. So, roll, what's your other? Oh, it was 2 1s. All right.
I wish everybody could see Seth's face right now.
All right, so you're rolling. It's another dex save as actually some rocks from the ceiling have started coming loose because of all of the fire and stuff that's happening.
13.
13 is a fail. You'll take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you are trapped underneath a bunch of rubble. So you can use your action next time to wiggle yourself free and do that.
Okay, but hear me out. What if I'm just not?
What if you're just not?
Yeah, what if I just am not trapped?
Or you could just get out next turn by using an action. Bertram.
Bertram is just going to see his friend kind of off in the distance, or now squished by a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to dash ahead.
Awesome.
Yep.
Roll 1d4 first.
That's a 3, so it may be only that first.
A 3. Oh,
Junk.
cool. So this is actually great. So ahead of you, there has been a collapsed building. And so it's still kind of on fire. You can run through it, make a con check, and potentially take some damage if you fail your con check. Or you can choose to half your movement and not do a check or take any damage.
I'm a barbarian. We're going to take that con risk.
Do it.
Let's go.
So that is a 22 this time.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You're able to make it across without taking any damage or having your speed. All right, Jean.
I'm just going to move and then dash.
Sweet. D4.
2.
2. From out of around a corner, this flame spurt thing comes shooting out at you. So go ahead and make a dex save.
That's a natural 20.
Woo! Nice. Yeah, you definitely just dodge out of the way and take absolutely no damage. So another D4.
4.
4. So there is a bunch of rubble that's come from one of the collapsed buildings that's in front of you. So again, that's you can make a con check, or if you would like to go through it in some other way, you can try and do that. But otherwise,
just do the con check to get through it.
Yeah, you can choose not to do a con check and have your movement to wiggle your way through.
24.
Oof, nice.
Confident.
So yeah, you're able to get your way across there and take no damage. They're still quite a ways away from you, Jean.
Okay.
But Otis, you are up next.
All right. I'll look back over, and I saw them open up the box or the device, whatever that was. I'm going to shout back, and Bertram and Quill, you guys are pretty close together.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to shout back, Bertram, Quill, do something about that machine. And then I will just go full speed ahead. I should have enough movement to just leap over the line of enemies and land on the far side.
Nice. Yeah.
Can I do a nice flip as I leap over them?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it is beautiful and glorious. And they stop what they're doing and look and watch as you sail through the air.
If this wasn't an audio podcast, this would definitely be in slow motion.
Yes, 100%. So let me make a roll for what these guys are doing. Bertram and Quill, now that you're closer, you are able to see that they have started powering on some of the different areas of this device. It's not completely charged up or ready to go yet, but it's getting there. Quill.
Quill will keep running.
Sweet. Make an environmental check. You're pretty close to the edge.
Ooh, no.
1. All right. Collapsing building again. And are you able to dodge out of the way with this dex save?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yep, that does it. But you still take 5 bludgeoning damage from stuff falling. You're at the point now where you think next time you'll be able to break the fire plane and get there. Bertram, you're pretty close. If you dash and do your movement, you'll be able to get out, but you won't have anything to do.
Okay.
Unless you have like a range thing that you could do that beforehand.
Do I have a range thing?
On my way, I pick up Quill. He turns into a ball. That's pokey. I throw it at them. He sticks to them.
I forgot I actually do have a ranged thing.
Swing, batter.
You mess with the honk, you get the bonk.
I'm going to take out a javelin.
Hey!
And I'm going to try to aim it at that machine.
Sweet. Ooh. Oh.
Light it on fire.
Yeah, so I'm just going to just try like...
Okay,
and
sweet.
chuck it.
So you can do your movement first and then...
Yep.
Okay. Make a D4 roll first for the environmental thing.
Okay. That is a 3, my friend.
A 3. So that's... there is a bunch of sharp rocks that have fallen from the ceiling that you've got
We're
to
taking that con.
do the con save. Or con check, sorry.
That is a 21.
21. Perfect. No damage. You're able to maneuver your way past there. Cool. And go ahead and make your attack with the javelin. And you're aiming at the machine.
Yes, I am aiming at the machine.
Perfect.
Well, that is an 8.
Okay. It's very close, but just embeds itself in the stone just next to the machine. Doesn't quite hit it.
Can I throw a second javelin then? Because I get 2 attacks per action.
Yes, you can throw a second javelin.
Sweet. That is 18 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Does the javelin catch on fire as it flies?
You know, make a luck check. See if that happens.
10.
10. It does catch on fire, but as soon as it arcs out of the fire, it goes out.
Okay. That is 5 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, this machine has some of those crystals embedded in it that you saw earlier, and you just shatter one of those crystals.
Ooh.
But it's still
glowing.
Still glowing. So
it gets the bonk next round.
Jean, moving, running.
Yep.
Doing the same. All right.
You know me.
D4.
3.
A 3. All right. Picking your way through some very hot coals that are still on fire. Con check or have your movement.
22.
22. Nice. Yep. You were able to just blast your way through that debris with nothing happening. And you think on your next turn you'll be able to break through this fire plane and be able to get up to them. All right. So this is their turn now. Bertram, you see that the Mopok, the raccoon, reaches into his bag and has pulled out a new crystal. And he's going to start working on getting your javelin out and replacing that crystal. And then Frostrock and this raptor, this bald eagle, kind of move to in front of it so that they're going to try and block you from getting up and doing any more damage. Quill, you're up.
So I am still in the fire ring.
You're still in the encampment that is on fire.
If I move once, am I out, or do I have to move twice?
If you move once, you're out. But it's still an environmental thing,
yes.
So you might.
If I stay put, do I have to make an environmental check?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a way easier DC.
Okay, so I'd like to move, but at a diagonal, because I don't want to go straight towards them. I want to get just a little bit. I want to get some distance.
Yeah.
So make a D4.
Yes. D4.
2.
Jet of Flame comes out and make a dex save.
20.
You take 5 points of fire damage.
As a reaction,
ooh,
can I cast
Hellish
absorb elements?
Yeah. What does that do?
So I can capture some incoming energy, in this case fire, and I have resistance to that attempt, and then the next time I hit with a melee attack, the target takes an extra d6 of that damage.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So it would have been 5, so now it's only 2 fire damage that you take.
Cool. Not necessarily planning to go that close to them, but
it gets rid of some of the damage.
Yep.
You also get resistance, like future damage, that type too, right?
Yes, I have resistance to that only for...
Is it only for that round or continual times in fire?
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay,
and then I'd like to take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay.
So I'd take an action.
Yeah.
And so 2 attacks.
What are you shooting at, or who are you shooting at?
The raptor.
The raptor. Awesome.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, 14 hits.
And then does an 18 hit?
Well, if a 14 hit, then yes,
an
18 hits.
Of course.
That's how math.
Okay, so
you can do the
2
math.
hits there, and then I might as well just do a bonus. Well, let's see how much damage this does.
Okay.
In Bertram, you're not there yet, right?
No. Because I throw my javelins, I'm not quite there yet.
Getting close.
14 damage for both of those.
Oh, wow. So 24?
No, 14 damage.
Oh, 14
total.
Damage total.
Yep.
Or I guess that would have been 28. Okay, but 14 damage.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Still up.
Still up. Yep.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, because I have the crossbow feat, I'm going to take another shot.
Take another shot. Do it.
11.
11 does not hit.
Yeah, okay.
No. Awesome. Bertram.
All right, and so Bertram's going to look at the bald eagle and the Sherwin. Yes, Frostrock.
Yeah.
Frostrock. Going to look at bald eagle and Frostrock. Stares at Frostrock for a bit, and it just says, "All your fires have done is just ignited my passion."
Yes. He brought the honk. Oh, yes.
You're going to get the bonk.
And so that also is going to be bonus action rage.
Perfect. Yep, go into your rage.
But as I approach him, you may have killed my father, but your life is not mine to take. And I'm going to go after the bald eagle first.
Ooh, awesome.
And I'm going to go into a frenzy, though, with my rage, which won't be able to do anything this turn because it's a bonus action extra attack.
Right.
And bonus action to rage already. So,
Yep.
But it is still going to also recklessly attack.
Nice. Okay.
So
you get advantage.
Yes. 17 on the dice.
Ooh, that
with
hits.
the Warhammer, yes, that's 23.
Yep.
14 at least.
14 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that hits.
Altogether, that is going to be 21 total.
21. Nice.
Yep. Shoot. That's
Oof.
a lot.
Awesome. Is that your...
And that is my turn.
All right. Jean.
Moving.
Do it. Yeah, if you use both of your movement and your action, you can get just outside of the range, but not quite to them. So that's either half damage or half movement or con check to plow your way through.
If I do half movement, do I take any damage?
No.
I'll do half movement.
Okay. So you're not quite out of it then, because you have your movement for that one. And so you're still in the encampment that's on fire, but you're like close to the edge. Okay. Perfect. All right, we'll see what Otis is doing. So, Otis, you shot down the caverns, right? After that squirrel that ran off.
Yep.
Sweet. So, yeah, you are running down that way, and it is a pretty windy cavern, and there's a lot of things that, like side passages that go off to it. Make maybe a survival or nature, I guess, for tracking, to try and track to see where this other squirrel has gone.
Okay, which one, nature or survival? Or do
you get to pick.
Okay, I'll take nature.
Okay.
3.
Oof. Okay. You kind of turned down this path that you thought was right, but it just leads to a dead end, and there's nothing there. So you get back kind of to the main trail. Are you trying to do anything besides just...
I'm just going to yell, Samira!
Your voice echoes through the caverns, and there's no response yet. Are you...
Yeah, I'll keep running. I'll keep charging into what appears to be deeper into the cave.
Okay. You try and make your way deeper and deeper in, and it's getting, like, pitch black. Like, the fire from the encampment and the light that's shining is pretty much faded now, and you're almost in pitch blackness. So go ahead and make a perception check.
9.
Up ahead, you see just off to one of the sides, there's two different passages, and both of them have a very faint light that's flickering from them.
Do I hear anything?
Not real. Not anything out of the normal. There's like drips and a little bit of like wind noise that's going through there. But yeah, nothing.
So there's a left and a right passage?
There's a left passage and a right passage.
I throw a knife down the left one.
Ooh, make an attack.
I'm not trying to hit anything necessarily.
Right. This will just be to kind of help.
That's a 10.
10? You throw it down. Which one? The left passage?
Yeah.
So you throw it down the left passage, and there's a little bit of a turn in the passage, and just like clatters off to one of this off of the wall on one of the sides, and you can kind of see your knife laying down the floor.
Are there any other sounds that come from there after that hits the wall?
No, but you do hear a little bit of a catch of the breath from the right passage.
I run down the right.
Okay. It also kind of has a little bit of a curve to it, and you run around the corner, and it is a dead end. And there's a torch just stuck in one of the walls.
I grab the torch.
Okay. The passage has kind of like shrunk down a little bit. So it's definitely not as big as it was back in the encampment. So it's a little bit cozier. Make a history check for me.
12.
12. Okay. You remember, you were the one that did a lot of research, right? In reading a lot of that stuff. So you remember reading back when you read the book of the narrative of the Hasselpaw and Beckett and how they ended up finding the shards. And one thing kind of comes to mind. The shards were behind a hidden tunnel and in a kind of a secret area, an entrance.
I pull out Beckett's diary.
Okay.
I'll just flip through the diary real quick and see if I can see any information about opening a secret tunnel.
Okay. You kind of flip past what you read before, and you start to see some schematics of different devices that project a false front. And they're just schematics, just little notations here and there, but that's what you see.
I'll start to feel the wall and see if there's anything that's not actually there.
In front of you?
Yeah.
You put your hands up to feel the wall, and you just fall through the wall, flat on your face. And you feel this weight jump on top of you. All right, we're going to hop back to the other encounter that's happening. So first, the raptor is going to turn to Sherwin and say some ancient words and cast a spell on him.
I am in danger.
The raccoon guy is just going to keep kind of messing with the machine. Sherwin then is going to kind of seems like he took a nice deep breath. And he says, "Oh, it is the goose this time. Huh, well, it's a good thing your other companions are still in the fire. It's just you and me? Here we go." And he's going to make...
Did you rage last round?
Yep, I
Okay,
raged.
good.
But I also recklessly attacked.
Yeah. He's going to make 4 attacks on you.
I think I know what spell was cast.
Yep.
So I know what I'm going after next turn.
Yep. He's going to make 4 attacks against you.
Okay.
And he has a longbow
Thankfully,
or long
haste is a concentration
sword.
And if it drops, he loses the turn. He has to wait a turn of fatigue.
Yeah.
So
All
making
right.
that concentration drop.
Does a
I am raging.
15 hit?
15 does not hit.
15 does not hit. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
So 3 attacks hit against you.
What type of damage as well?
It is all slashing damage.
All slashing. Sweet.
Yep, and non-magical. So 27 points of damage. Halved.
27 halved would be
13.
Yep. After he wails on you a couple of times, he's like, "Oh, so you are one of the tough ones of the gaggle.
You know who my father is.
Your father?
You know I got it from somewhere.
I don't remember your father. Did I kill him?
I just give him the worst death threat I've ever given in my life.
You stole my bread. Honk, honk, honk.
My bread.
Quill, that brings us to you.
All right. Is Bertram right next to both of them?
Yes.
Within 5 feet of both?
Yes.
Perfect. I am going to take 3 attacks against the raptor still.
Okay.
So I think 1 hits. So one was a 16.
Yep.
One was a 10.
Nope.
Okay, so 1 hits.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I rolled a 2 and a 3 and an 8.
Every chance to drop concentration.
1 hit.
Yeah.
14 damage.
14? Yeah. With that last shot, you take down the raptor.
Cool. So concentration ends then.
Concentration is done.
Ooh, let me describe what I did.
Yeah,
so I
go
took,
for it.
I'm out of arrows because I used them all at the compound, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like pulling quills from my back, and I'm just shooting. And I'm gonna say that the smoke kind of clouded my eyes, and that caused me to miss the first 2. But that last one, just try to aim towards the chest area.
Nice. Yeah, you take him down, and his wings kind of flutter a little bit, and then he just falls down.
Use it, Bertram.
Now we got Bertram up next.
So I guess as I see the raptor fall in front of me, do I kind of see the breath of confidence that Frostrock had? Does it kind of fade a bit? I notice I'm a little bit fatigued.
Yep, he definitely kind of looks a little bit more tired, but still 100% healthy and has the smuggest of smuggy faces.
Okay, so we're gonna look around though, and I'm gonna see like how is Jean close? Like within the next turn, he'll be.
Yeah, next turn he'll be able to get up to combat.
So if that's the case, then I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna kind of put a little bit 2 and 2 thing in like his confidence or he seems a little bit tired right now. So I was gonna then just kind of grin as much as a goose can grin. It just through a beak.
Nice.
I'm just gonna walk up to him. And I'm going to just immediately walk over to the side, to the machine. I'm just going to start smashing it with my hammer.
Oh, okay. Make some attacks.
Oof. 8 on the first hit.
Okay. It kind of glances off some large chunk of wood that's there.
But that is a 22 on the second hit.
Nice. 22. Yeah, do some damage.
5 damage.
Perfect. And this time you see, as you're smashing on it with your hammer, you smash 2 other ones. And the raccoon guy that's working on it, "What are you doing? If you break too many of them, we'll all die."
What do you mean we'll all die? You're all going to die. We'll still live.
This thing will explode. You will be the first to die. Stop waiting on this.
I'd like to hold him in front of me as a shield.
Oh, man. Nice. Jean.
Do I need to make one more?
Yes.
Thing?
One more movement check as you're running out of there. 3. Make your con check to climb over the last little bit of rubble that's smoldering.
8.
8. That is a fail. You take 6 points of fire damage as you come crawling over these embers and coals.
6 years, 3 months, 14 days, 15 hours, 15 minutes, and 37 seconds. I have been waiting for this moment. Show in, Frostrock. This time is not when you left the scars on my face. It is not the time when you killed my master. It is when I donned this mask that I've hidden my face from everybody. And this time is now over.
And I'm going to take the face mask off and throw it to the side, revealing a very large, scar on his entire face. You can tell, whoever gave him the scar was very desperately trying to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
This moment has come for you to die. So, shall we do this?
And then he's going to charge forward.
Nice.
He's going to gore him. 24.
Yeah, 24 hits. And I make a strength save, right? Natural 20.
No.
So he does not get shoved back. But how much damage does he do? Or does
8.
it take? 8. 8 damage. Yeah, you kind of ram into him and expecting to push him back, but he just kicks one foot back behind him and kind of grabs you by the antlers and pulls you back and kind of looks at the scars like, "My handiwork is quite nice, wouldn't you agree?"
How was mine?
He kind of looks down and is like, quite nice as well, I suppose. Sweet. So that brings us back up to their turn because Sherwin is coming off of the haste spell effects. He cannot do anything. But the raccoon, who is right now grabbed, I think, by Bertram, he is going to try and just shove you away from this thing. Okay. And so he's going to make a strength check. They contested strength checks, which I think since you're raging, you have advantage on.
Yep. That is a 19 on mine.
19? Yeah. Okay, so he's not able to push you back, but instead he's going to try and wiggle out of your grasp.
Okay, I will let him down.
Okay.
I'll be like, now what are you going to do?
I'm going to fix this machine so it doesn't explode.
Do that.
Okay. He kind of gives you a side-eye look, and he goes down and starts grabbing some tools out from his pack. You can see that he's got two of the crystals, but there are 3 that are smashed. Mm-hmm. He looks at those 2 and is like, well, I guess we'll do my best. And he starts kind of trying to put those 2 in there. And that brings us then to Quill.
How's Sherwin looking?
I mean,
fine.
Scratches.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take 2 shots. I'm going to just move up a little bit closer and then shoot my crossbow at him again.
Okay. Sweet.
Does a 23 hit?
23 hits, yeah.
Cool. They both hit.
Nice.
3, so 13 damage on the first one.
Okay.
8 damage on the second one.
8 damage on the second. Awesome. So yeah, you see these 2 quills kind of shoot into him, and he kind of staggers a little bit, but then just kind of glares at you.
I give him a salute with Quill in my hand.
Nice. All right, let's go to Bertram.
All right. Bertram is going to, is going to return his attention back to Frostrock.
Okay.
And so he's going to go walk up to him. I'm just going to go ahead and going to swing at the quills kind of watching him just be like kind of hammer them in.
Hammer. Yes. That's awesome.
You're going to bonk him?
I'm going to, bonk in those quills. And then also just give him one more because, I'm in a frenzy, so
yeah.
I get 3 attacks. I
there
forgot
you
about
go.
that last time.
Are these reckless?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to be reckless today.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get advantage no matter what.
Yeah.
So that is a 21 on the first hit.
21 hits.
23 on the second hit.
23 hits as well.
Oof. And a 9 on the third hit.
9 doesn't hit. So you hit the other 2 quills in, and
boom, boom.
Nice.
Nailed it. And 15 damage.
15 damage.
Yep. Total? Total.
Nice. That is hurtful, but not quite as much as you would think. And Quill, kind of the same. You saw your quills. They definitely hit, definitely did damage, but he doesn't look as injured as what you would be expecting from what you did. So interesting. Jean.
It does not feel good when you are the one outnumbered, does it? Just as you outnumbered my master in your duel. Does it, Sherwin? This is why I do not feel bad about these 2 helping me take you down. Because someone like you does not deserve my sympathy.
And then I'm going to cast a Vow of Enmity on him.
Ooh.
Which gives me advantage on attack rolls.
Nice. Yes.
Come on. Crit.
18 to hit?
18 just hits.
Okay. That's for my first attack.
Okay.
Crit. Ah!
That's over 20 for the second one.
Okay. Yep, they both hit.
Crit.
Careful who you're saying crit for. He's next.
Miss.
16. 4 of it. 6 of it force.
6 of it force? Okay.
For the first damage. I hit twice, sorry, I forgot.
Nice.
3 force, and then 10 slashing.
Nice. Starting to look a little more hurt. That force damage seems to starting to dent in some armor pieces here and there. But he's still standing, has less of a smug look. But that is funny because I don't remember asking for your sympathy. So take this! And he pulls his longsword out.
En garde!
En garde! And does 2 attacks against you. That is 23?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Okay.
I've rolled 2 14s.
Okay.
So that's 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And he kind of steps back and is like, I think I'm ready to be in this. And he kind of goes into an on-guard stance, and he's kind of looking back and forth between Bertram and John. So, but the raccoon is just continuing to mend the machine there, the little square on the side, or down there. But he's gotten to a point where he's kind of like, he's just kind of sitting there and has a very nervous expression on his face. Quill.
I think Quill is just going to zigzag and go take 3 shots, but he's going to try to get Quill. Seeing that Bertram was hitting his quills into Sherwin, he's just going to kind of go back and forth, try to get some quills on either side of Sherwin, so that way the 2 of them can have some quills to hit into.
Nice.
Whack-a-mole.
That's right. Yeah.
Whack a quill.
Yeah, so we'll do natural 20.
Yes. There's the
and then
crit.
a 26
Yep.
and a dirty 20.
Oh, gosh. Yep, all 3 hit.
So, okay, so first one, 32 for the first one.
Jeez. Okay. Yep, that was for the crit. Yep, he's hurt quite a bit.
12 for the second one.
Okay. Still up.
7 for the third one. And that's it.
It's getting close. He is just those 3. So what was the total that you did there?
31 plus 12 plus 7. So 50 damage.
50 damage. Wow. Yeah. He absolutely just looks taken aback by the quills that you shot and just looking at you in disbelief.
Or is he looking at me? I'm in the shadows.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
All right. We're going to Bertram.
Bertram
Honksleaf.
We're going to Bonktown.
Hertram Bonksleaf?
Bertram Bonksleaf.
No,
Bertram.
Hertram
That's who
Bonksleaf.
you become when you rage.
Yeah.
Bertram
Bertram
Bonksleaf.
Bonksleaf.
It's like a Jekyll and Hyde situation. Hertram Bonksleaf. Well, let's see if Hertram Bonksleaf can really.
It's
just
hard
drive
as an
home
editor
the
because like that was so funny. Like, but do I keep it? You know, like
yes, you keep
Keep
it.
it.
okay, old me
And keep that too.
We keep that too.
Just keep everything. Don't cut anything.
What Bertram's going to do is he's going to kind of look at the situation and see that he's looking a little bit worse for wear, so he's going to do what he can to set it up because he knows as much as he wants the kill's not his to take.
Yeah.
So he's just going to go ahead.
That's the sun.
Well, as a son, but he knows, like, Bertram's been thinking it over and is just like, well, he did kill my father. Jean witnessed the death of my father, and Jean was much more involved in my father's life than I am. He's the one who deserves the vengeance, not me.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a bit of the, I don't know if it's quite the sacrifice or just more of the, what he's going to do is he's going to try to set himself up or set Jean up an advantage or a better spot. He's just going to like kind of restrain, so he is going to kind of take his warhammer and just kind of more swing at the legs to kind of knock him on his knees and just like prop him up right for Jean.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make your attack.
That is 17.
Oh. You
Second
hit.
swing?
Yeah, you hit it, and his knees buckle, but he doesn't quite go down all the way.
There we go. That's 19.
Nice. Yeah. You just kick the back of, or hit the back of his knees, and he goes down.
That is 9 points of damage.
9 damage. You can see, like, as you hit one of his knees, it just like absolutely goes out of socket, and it just and so he's just down and in pain.
My father taught me to have mercy on those. He didn't teach John that lesson, though. And sets him up for John.
Yes. John, what are you doing?
Crit. I'm
going to take 2 attacks.
All right.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark as I say to him,
You spoke of this true maple, but it's a shame you will not see him, for I'm going to burn him to the ground.
What does your Hunter's Mark look like when you cast it on him?
a blue silvery light.
Nice.
Good thing I have 2 attacks.
What was that first one?
Not gonna hit.
Okay. We can leave it at that.
It's like 12.
Oof.
It's a natural 20.
Is it really?
No! Are you serious? Okay. Yes.
The dice tell a story.
Yes.
And as any good paladin does, when he crits, he has to smite.
Yeah.
It is a rule.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. What level smite are you doing?
Second level smite.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Roll
3d8.
2d6.
And 2d6.
24.
24.
Plus 47.
70.
Oh my.
Plus your modifier.
Oh, yeah.
74 damage.
Goodness. Wow. Yeah.
Just a scratch.
Just a little scratch.
Just a scratch.
It's nothing. What do you do? Like, what does this look like?
I just imagine he's just on his knees because he got buckled. He's just staring up at me. I said the whole, I'm going to make your true maple burn.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to see a little bit of fear and regret in his eyes.
100%.
And I'm just going to drive the halberd down across his chest.
Nice.
Starting from the shoulder where I injured him, just across his chest.
Yes. Yeah, you just absolutely cut his chest open, and he just, Bertram, in your arms, you just feel him go limp. And then you both, actually all 3 of you, see that kind of blue-white light from your Hunter's Mark, and then this massive blue-white light from that smite and all of that stuff. Sherwin drops, but that blue-white light kind of stays and slowly moves its way over to Jean and kind of comes up to your head and up to your face, and then it slowly starts to dissipate and fade off. And your scar is gone. Completely healed. There's just no mark even left.
You're so ugly now.
Quill loved the scar.
He's one of the only 2 people that saw the scar.
Yeah, that's true.
Quill runs away crying. This is too much.
Runs back through the fire and the encampment.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Oh, nice. Let's hop over to Otis. So, you're face down on the ground.
Okay.
You feel this thing jump on top of you and start scrambling to try and get you into a hold. So go ahead and make a dex check. Or a dex save, sorry.
13.
13, yeah. So she rolled a 17. Wraps you up. You are grappled. And you feel a blade up to your neck. She says, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
It's me, Clover.
You can definitely feel like a little pause. Clover died in that raid that we did at the of the traveling band. He said everybody died.
You said her blade hesitated a little bit?
Yes.
Can I take advantage of that to try? What I want to try to do is roll out and slip a manacle on one of her hands.
Oh, okay. Make a dex check to try and do that.
Dang, that was a terrible roll.
Oh, no.
Then that's a 13.
13. She rolled a 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Oh, goodness. So you try and struggle out, but she holds on tight, and the knife goes back to your neck. It's like, none of that.
It sounds like we've got some catching up to do.
I mean, if you are Clover, then yes, we do have a lot of catching up to do. I'm still not convinced.
Then just look at me.
Make a persuasion check.
21.
She kind of relaxes a little bit and then kicks you off of her, so you're like far away, a little ways away, and then she stands up in like a crouched position and looks as like in shock and in disbelief when she actually sees you out there, and you're like, Clover, Why didn't you come back?
Why didn't I come back? The bandit coalition was getting more and more violent and aggressive. I didn't want to get mixed up with them. Samira, we can get out of here. We can go and be safe. We don't have to be mixed up in all of this.
Not while Sherwin's alive.
You know, you're right. Tell you what, let's go see.
Fine, but first, and she kind of gestures around, and you see there's these blue crystals. There's like 3 crystals that are embedded in the walls, and you can see sockets where crystals were. There are hundreds of these sockets, but there are no crystals there. And she grabs the other 3, stuffs them in her bag, and kind of looks at you as like, I don't think Clover.
I want to hold out my hand in the same way that we had a previous routine that we'd done 1,000 times.
You hold out your hand, and she hesitates, and then slowly takes your hand and follows you outside the cave.
I want to, like, before we do that, I want to, like, spin her and flip around, like...
Oh, okay.
A routine we've done before.
Yes. Okay, so she hesitantly takes your hand, and you immediately go into that routine, and she misses a half step, but then catches on and corrects in the air, and you guys haven't done this for a while.
Yeah.
You ran away from the circus a little while ago, and so it's a little rusty, but both of you kind of land on your feet, and then she looks at you again and says, it really is you.
It really is.
All right, let's get out of here, I guess. Think we can sneak past Sherwin and the guys?
Let's go see.
You guys start making your way out of the cavern, and
I'm not actually going to try to sneak past these guys. I have full confidence that they've defeated Sherwin.
She leads you through the winding caves and takes a couple of turns that you missed that kind of lead them, and you start to feel the heat and smell the smoke before you start to before you see the light of it. So you come around this corner, and the smoke has gotten really dense, but you're able to just make out underneath the smoke layer that Sherwin's on the ground, bleeding out, and this glowing light is encircling John's head.
I just want to walk out into plain sight with Samira next to me.
And she walks out with you, and just in disbelief that Sherwin is dead there. And she's like, I can't believe, who are those people?
This is the Order of the Maple. Jean, so good to finally see your face.
It's so good to see you too, Clover. And I assume Samira.
She definitely looks on guard, but then the Mopok, the raccoon, looks up and she's, Samira, did you get the crystals? Yes. Good, because these idiots crashed 3 of them. And so he runs over and grabs the crystal from her bag and runs back and shoves it into the slot where the damaged crystal was. And you could see the machine before that was starting to pulse in a very odd way, and it was like irregular, and then it starts to regulate. And he kind of stands back and is like, okay, we're charged. And I'm assuming I'm not making it out of here alive, unless for some reason you guys find it in your hearts to come with us. Or
where are we going?
Well, I mean, I assume since you guys followed us here, I
think there's some summoning we're supposed to stop?
Well, I mean, it's already started. You can try and stop it if you want, but that's...
Deal.
Okay.
That's where we're going.
Take us there. You're welcome to come with.
All right. Winnowing Reach it is. And he, as you guys all gather around, he jams down the lever, and you guys don't hear the explosion like you heard outside of it. You just feel this kind of pulling, much like the teleportation pad coming in, and you into the Winnowing Reach pad. You start to look around, and you're in the city hall, right in the smack dab center of Winnowing Reach. And that's where we're going to end today's episode. So thank you so much for listening. Once again, I am Tim, the GM for Maplewood, and here we have...
Nathan, playing Bertram Honksleaf, a.k.a. Bertram Honksleaf.
Seth, playing Clover.
Here's the other Seth, playing Quill Greybell.
And Kyle, playing the now unvengeance paladin.
You're avenged. You're an avenged paladin.
Here's Kyle playing the Avenged Paladin, Jean Autant.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Guaranteed Adventures is brought to you by Tim Gallegos as our GM, Nathan Kuipers, Seth Guthrie, Kyle Bateman, and myself, Seth Kleinwort. Rob Benson created our theme song, and our Maplewood theme is Wonderland by Roman Seneca Music. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at GU AdventurePod. That's the best way for you to engage with us. We are also taking questions for our Maplewood After Show, so send your questions to our email, guaranteedadventures@gmail.com. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this episode. Here's a preview of the finale, Part 1, coming out next Monday.
I'll toss you an acorn.
I cannot eat this.
So Samira,
I show you my lack of canines.
and that's the only reason, right? There's no other.
I think so.
Okay.
I truly don't think that hedgehogs could eat acorns.
I'm pretty sure they're omnivores.
Yeah, but the shell would be too hard, wouldn't it be?
I mean, you can crack it open.
But they get those tiny hands. They could probably try to do something.
True. Okay.
You are a humanoid hedgehog.
All right. Fair enough.
They can't eat acorns, according to hedgehogplanet.com.
Wow.
So
They are the leading authorities in hedgehog knowledge.
I submit to them. They are the authority.
Shout out to hedgehogplanet.com.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you for sponsoring
Everybody, audience,
this
please go check them
episode.
out. They have not sponsored this. This is not an ad.
So,